Hi, this is DMV Butterfly with a quick 2-minute video to show you the results of my fruit salad and also of the soup that I made. So here is the fruit salad. It's in 2 different bowls, and I'll tell you why. In this bowl, I have pineapple, mango, and 6 kiwis. Whole fresh pineapple. These are the pineapple that I bought and cut up. And then in this bowl, we have strawberries, pomegranate seeds, and blueberries. This is the pomegranate I was telling you about. I used not quite half, but when you pull the membranes back, this white part, when you pull that back, it exposes the seeds. And you can even gently just take them out with your hand, or you can use a knife, like the back of a knife, and hit the outer shell, and then they'll come out also that way. But I do it this way because this creates a lot of juice. And I'm going to pull the bowl over, and I think you can see the juice that's coming out. And I just kind of cut this up just a few minutes ago, and already you can see how much juice is there. Well, that juice will bleed all over this fruit and turn this fruit red, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I just rather have it this way for right now, and then I mix it together as I eat it. So this is enough fruit really to last me all week, along with the grapefruit and the Granny Smith apples that I bought. So I have fruit salad already cut up, and then I have whole fruit in the refrigerator. I did purchase these mangoes. They are not ripe, which is why you really can't, they don't stand out in the fruit salad because they should be an orangish color. However, the sugar that comes out of the pineapple juice along with the juices from this fruit will sweeten it up a bit. And also what I do when I find that I have a fruit, because this is summer fruit and it's January, but what I'll do sometimes when I find fruit that isn't ripe that I've purchased is I'll make a smoothie out of it with some yogurt. But I'm not eating yogurt right now because I'm doing a Daniel fast. So I'll figure out something to do with this mango. Now, the other thing that I purchased today that I forgot to show you was some shrimp. So I had that there. The last thing I'm going to show you is the soup that I made. I already put most of it in bowls, but it came out great. The recipe that I used does not call for shrimp, but I put shrimp in it. It calls for red snapper or sea bass. So I put shrimp and red snapper in it. And along in here, you saw when in the last video that I did, you saw that I had tomatoes, yellow peppers, and garlic and onions cooking down. So I added in fresh parsley, fresh cilantro, along with tahini. Now tahini, I'll show it to you. Tahini is nothing but ground sesame seeds. And some people may say, I don't like sesame seeds. Well, most people have had them before because they put them on mini hamburger buns. So I really didn't know if I was going to like it in the soup, and the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of this once the soup is finished. So I tasted the soup before I put the tahini in it, and it was okay. It was good. And then I put just 1 tablespoon of tahini in it, and woo! It took it to an entirely different level of goodness. So I put the 2nd tablespoon in there, and I'm so glad that I'm the type of person that loves to try different recipes because it came out great. And what I've done here is these are bowls that Chinese food came in when I wasn't eating so healthy, but I saved the bowls, and I use these to take food to work in. Now, if the bowl isn't so messed up, or, I feel like bringing it back home and washing it, then I do. So these are containers that people usually throw away. So I put the soup in it, and I'll also use them to take fruit salad to work. Here's another container of soup. So I stay prepared. The top, go right on them. another part of my preparation. So when I get ready to go to work, or I find myself hungry and don't feel like cooking, I have something that's already prepared. I can pop it in the microwave, or put it back in a pot if I want to, and I'm good to go. So there we are. I also have some of these containers for the fruit. I don't necessarily pack everything up well in advance, but maybe the night before I'll mix up the fruit salad into one of these containers. There's another empty container. So I'll mix up the fruit salad into one of these containers and take it to work, like I said, the night before, being prepared. I will also take the whole fruits, such as grapefruit, apples, and leave them at work, so that it's there. If I forget to take it one day, I know that I have it. So this is the end of this video, and I will post the recipe for the soup for all of you who are interested in a new recipe, or for those of you who, like me, are doing the Daniel fast and want something different. Again, I'm doing a modified Daniel fast, so I have added, I did use the red snapper and added the shrimp into the recipe. You can also use it with a less expensive fish. The red snapper that I purchased, this is a piece of red snapper here. The red snapper that I purchased was $8.99 a pound, and that's pretty good for red snapper. But you could make this with tilapia, or you can make it with, some other fish that may not be as expensive, or whatever you can find on sale. So have a great evening. Enjoy.